This is this is the under 14B Eastern Divisional semi-final between Lifford and St Eunan's second team, Letterkenny. The Lifford team is in goals Shay Given, right full-back Mel McKinney, full-back Ruben Gallagher, left full-back Niall McGee, right half-back Jared Crawford, centre half-back Mark McGee, and left half-back Glenn Campbell. And centre field Michael O'Brien and Garrett McDermott, right half forward Thomas Gallagher, centre half forward Pierce McLaughlin, left half forward Dermot Shields, right corner forward Shane Brennan, full forward Barry Porter, and left corner forward Mark Maxwell. The St John's team is in goals Jason McDade, full back line of Eugene Duffy, Niall Harkin, Kieran O'Donnell, right half back Darren Crossan, centre half back Brian McBurdy, left half back David Blake, midfield David Kelly and Aaron Grimes, right half forward Sammy Bogan, centre forward Conor Crossan, left half forward John O'Carroll, right full forward Ollie Duffy, full forward Sean Kelly, and left full forward Eddie Murphy. So as the teams take position now, referee Bernard Devine getting ready to start things up. Midfield for Lifford, Michael O'Brien and Garrett McDermott. Damien Kelly and Aaron Grimes for Letterkenny. Bernard Devine counting the players now ready to start this game off. And in a second now we're about to get underway. The ball's up. Michael O'Brien gets it, catches it well. Looks out, finds Garrett McDermott. Garrett McDermott running on, sending the ball into the full forward line. Pierce McLaughlin up, Barry Porter's on there. Good save of the goalkeeper, Jason McDade. Clears the ball out to Brian McBurdy. Pierce Campbell harassing him, and the ball's picked up off the ground, so it's going to be a free into Lifford. Michael O'Brien, the free taker. Game only seconds underway, and the first free of the game to Lifford, taken by Michael O'Brien. His long kick should go over the bar from here. As he steps up, kicks, and sends it awkwardly wide, so it's a chance miss for Lifford. But it's early on yet. Has Michael O'Brien very unlucky from a free kick there. Just got the angle wrong. The kick out being taken from the 21-yard line by Niall Harkin. His kick coming. Dermot Shields racing, punching, missing. Comes Eugene Duffy. Carrying the ball on, driving it in. Glenn Campbell misses it. Niall McGee gets it. Drives it in to Pierce Campbell. He's unlucky. Michael O'Brien losing. Glenn Campbell coming again. At this time gets it the second attempt. Drives the ball into centre field. And the full forward line missing there. Thomas Gallagher and chase Michael O'Brien too. St John's player skips it on. Michael O'Brien intercepts the ball. Picks it up. Goes through three players and drives it on to Thomas Gallagher. Thomas Gallagher picks it up. Starts to solo down the right wing. Hits it in first time to Pierce Campbell. Drives the ball in again. And looking for Pierce McLaughlin or Barry Porter. And finding none of them. Barry Porter's got on to the end of it. And to Dermot Shields as a goal. First score of the game from Dermot Shields. A good move from Lifford. Lifford 1 goal, St John's no score. Barry Porter's first cross and to Dermot Shields, and he buried it. St John's repair now to take the kick out. Lifford lead 1 goal to no score, and they're certainly dominating things at the middle so far. Kick out from Eugene Duffy. Fumble, no one catches it cleanly between Mark McGee and Conor Crossan. Conor Crossan turns and beats him, tries it on. El McKinney intercepts it. It's Pierce Campbell and Garrett McDermott race to it, but it's David Blake. But Garrett McDermott plays in quickly, neatly to Michael O'Brien, who picks it up, running on strongly. Going through the St John's defence, turns. And that's a great point from Michael O'Brien from about 30 yards out. Lifford 1-1 to St John's, no score. Dermot Shields and Michael O'Brien the scorers. And Lifford certainly things going right from early on. As the kick out comes again from St Eunans, Niall Harkin kicks the ball out. A bad kick out on his Garrett. Dermot catches it, gets onto his left foot, hits it in. It's going into the square. Barry Porter's up, but he's in the square. An infringement in the square, so it's going to be a free out to St Eunans. Eugene Duffy taking the 3. Hits it out to the opposite wing, but it's to Aaron Grimes, who picks it up this time, drops it, gets it again, turns, Lifford bunching them out, finds John O'Carroll, gets the ball, Dermot Shields drops him, tries to play it in quickly to Michael O'Brien, loses it. Aaron Grimes comes again, and St Eunan's first time into Lifford half. Ruben Gallagher and Sean Kelly, he flicked it on, and Niall McGee clears it out, but the referee says come off a St Eunan's man, so it'll be a line ball to Lifford. Niall McGee trying to take it quick, flisses it, and steps up, kicks the ball. Oh, but it's gone out of play off St Eunan's man, so it'll be another line ball to Lifford. Michael O'Brien being brought down to hit a long kick. Michael O'Brien placing it again. Kicks, good long ball down. Barry Porter, who's left well unmarked, kicks on first time. Pierce McLaughlin going for it. The goalkeeper Jason McDade read it well, but only as far as Barry Porter. Can he score this time? He's getting a lot of abuse on there, but a strange decision. The referee says he was over carrying, so free out to St Eunan's. Ball's kicked out, caught by Aaron Grimes, drops it, gets it again, drives it on field. Niall McGee misses him that time. Comes as far as Ruben Gallagher, clears it out. Garrett McDermott's there, picks it up on the left foot, turns and shoots downfield. St Eunan's, Brian McBurty now kicking it over his head, only in the air. Michael O'Brien caught it again, punches it, finds Mark McGee nicely, tries the ball down long field to Pierce McLaughlin out in front of his man, trying to turn, gets it out to Dermot Shields, and he's been raced after the ball by John O'Carroll. Dermot Shields trying to put it back for Garrett McDermott, keeps the ball in play, sends it in, Pierce McLaughlin misses it, falls to Pierce Campbell, can't pick it up, touched it on the ground, so it's a free out to St Eunan's. Ball clear out, well won by Mark McGee. Thomas Gallagher getting on there, picking up well, good ball in. Very unlucky to see that one go wide, a good effort from Thomas Gallagher. And St Eunan's in trouble now in defence. Lifford have got the upper hand early on. As a kick out by Niall Harkin. Stands up, kicks, poor kick straight to Pierce McLaughlin, full forward. Pierce shoots. A great goal over the keeper's head. A great goal from Pierce McLaughlin. Best score of the game so far. As Lifford leading 2-1 to no score. Dermot Shields getting the first goal, then Michael O'Brien coming with a point, and Pierce McLaughlin now getting the next goal. So Lifford's defence really very quiet early now. And they're bunching all on the 40. The kick out. Eugene Duffy gets a good bit of height into it, but Mark McGee catches it this time cleanly. Plays it out to Garrett McDermott. Gets a chance to turn his left foot, kicks it in, and kicks it wide. Unlucky. Good effort. St Eunan's getting some instructions here. Pressure still on the Letterkenny defence. As they've lost the ball and are trying to get the ball now. Referee looking for a second ball. Ball gone outside the wire, and men on the ground can't get to it. A few young boys going now looking for it. Yes, there's someone going for it now. As the two teams sit waiting the ball to be kicked out. ball's been retrieved. And St Eunans wait to take this kick out. Eugene Duffy getting ready to kick the ball out. Number 13 playing right corner back. Places the ball. Takes a run back. And now to kick it. Plays it out the wing. Dermot Shields rising. Not getting. Comes as far as Glenn Campbell. And he's been ocularly harassed, but he gets the ball high in the air. Mark McGee's running under it. Caught by Brian McBurdy of St Eunans. Plays the ball out quick. That's between Jared Crawford and John O'Carroll. Places the ball downfield into Ollie Duffy, Mel McKinney and Chase. Ollie Duffy can't quite get up. Mel McKinney keeps it him and clears it out for a line ball to St Eunans. First chance the St Eunans forwards have had, and they've won a line ball. Number 14, Sean Kelly, to take this line ball. For defence marking tight, but caught. Jared Crawford let loose. Back in. Mel McKinney's time to pick it up. Picks it up. Dodges his man and clears out well to Pierce Campbell running on. Doesn't quite come to him. Brian McBurdy's down for it. Pierce Campbell fighting on. Aaron Grimes picks it up. Comes soloing. Well blocked there by Garrett McDermott. Tries to pick out Dermot Shields. Intercepted by St Eunans player John O'Carroll. Glenn Campbell catches this one well and still going. Shirley's been fouled in there, and referee Bernard Devine now gives the free to Lifford. So Lifford defence coped well with any tricky situation so far. St Eunans still unable to register a score. Mark McGee playing centre half back. Has played in midfield too this year now taking this free. And they'll be looking for some of the midfield men. It's run on. Dermot Shields judged it nicely. It's running in. Brian McBurdy's there to pick up. Pierce Campbell keeps running on. Has the ball in the second attempt. Finds Garrett McDermott. Drops now. Gets it again. Shoots. And they're a man in the squares. Barry Portrait looked to be in the square, so it'd be a free to St Eunans. That's twice now. Lifford forwards have been caught in the square. So Eugene Duffy with the kick out. Changing wings all the time, tries to swing the ball. Thomas Gallagher's man driving it down. Glenn Campbell and Mark McGee both fumbled the ball. Mark McGee now gets into space, time to pick it up. He does well, turns, kicks the ball out well. Out. Michael O'Brien out here to get the ball this time. Going soloing through the centre. Being chased by two men, drives the ball into Dermot Shields. No, it comes to Garrett McDermott. Chance for a goal. He shoots on a great goal to the back of the net. Lifford certainly now. A great goal there from Garrett McDermott. Scores 3-1 to no score. Lifford really well on top now. That's goals coming from Garrett McDermott, Dermot Shields and Pierce McLaughlin. Point from Michael O'Brien. All four great scores so far, so let's keep it up. And the sun comes out strongly now as Larry Keeney kicked the ball down. Niall McGee out in front of his man, does well. Hand passes it, looking for Michael O'Brien, misjudged it. Kicks it on. Glenn Campbell under it. Drops it. Still chasing. As is Niall McGee, who kicks it out. Comes to Michael O'Brien. Can't keep it in place, so it's going to be a line ball to St Eunans. Ball kicked quickly. Down between Raymond Gallagher. Raymond Gallagher does it well. Mel McKinney under it. Picks it up. Dodges his man. Clears about. And they're free from where the ball landed. Must have been a push on Mel McKinney, so Mark McGee will take this free. As the Lifford defence is coping very well with anything St Eunans are throwing at them. Mark McGee taking the ball. It's caught by one of the Larry Kennedy centre field men. Driving in, Niall McGee didn't quite get it. Kicked on, but Mark McGee and Jared Crawford are both there. Shay Given comes out. Jared Crawford didn't get it. The second attempt comes to Mark McGee. He's time to pick it up, does so, but kicks it straight to Ollie Duffy, who kicks, and very unlucky with a wide there. Lifford defence looking a little slack there on that occasion. I'll have to tighten up considerably on that. But no real danger so far. Shay Given coming with his first kick out in the game. Oh, Duffy really could have made better work of that. Jared Crawford and Mel McKinney speak there. You know they'll have to tighten up on that wing. Shay Given a good kick out. Michael O'Brien, well cut. Brought it down. Drops. Mark McGee, the strong man at the back. Oh, run through 3 men. Plays the ball down the line for Thomas Gallagher. But David Blake, that's a run out. That'll be a line ball to St. Eunans. Thomas Gallagher wasn't his distance back, so it'll be retaken. Unlucky there, Thomas Gallagher. As players are well bunched up. Michael O'Brien moving back. Thomas Gallagher going. Unlucky. And a line ball to St. Eunans. Knocked out from Thomas Gallagher. Unlucky there not to made better work of that. But David Blake again coming to take the line ball now for St. Eunans. He's leaving it to Brian McBurty. As Lifford's defenders are marking tight. Not going to give any room. Aaron Grimes signalling for it. Ball kicked down well held. Mark McGee kicks the ball down long field. Thomas Gallagher looks under it, but judged it wrongly. And a second time he wants it. No one there for it. Aaron Grimes picks it up. Drives it down long field. Niall McGee well out. And still going strong. Oh, unlucky to. Coming now to Eddie Murray. Driving it down. Blondie Crawford and Connor Crossan. Blondie Crawford kicks it out. Michael O'Brien unlucky, and it'll be a line ball to St. Eunans. Able to keep that ball in play. David Blake with the kick. Going back all the way to fullback Raymond Gallagher. Yes, does well, picks it up, gets it out. Michael O'Brien there under it. Big kick, only went in the air. And it's gone out for another line ball to St. Eunans. Eunans now beginning to come into the game more. Brian McBurdy with the kick. Kicks it, bad kick, but still comes to Ollie Duffy. Kicks the ball in. Sean Kelly has it. Raymond Gallagher's tussling out there with him. He turns and kicks. It's that going awkwardly in. Shay Given punches well out. Mark McGee's there in hand to drive the ball out. And 3 St. Eunans players, not a Lifford player there around the middle of the field. Glenn Campbell. Still Michael O'Brien running still. Raymond Gallagher, Niall McGee there also. Michael O'Brien still going, picks it up. Drives the ball down long field. And no one there. St. Eunans bigger defenders. Aaron Grimes now comes, picks it up. Gallagher and drives it in again. Ball falling to Sean Kelly. Raymond Gallagher's giving him nothing. He turns. Michael O'Brien too, but there's a push in there somewhere, says Bernard Devine, so it'll be a free in to St. Eunans. Full forward Sean Kelly's height proving difficult at times for Lifford, but Raymond Gallagher's and giving him much room. Ball taken quickly falls. Michael O'Brien. Gallagher's, it's time to look up and plays Thomas Gallagher, Garrett McDermott and Pierce McLaughlin all running. Ball coming. Garrett McDermott going for the ball, still playing some nice ground football here. Lifford. Dermot Shields turns his man well, chips the ball out, finds Garrett McDermott. He does well to hold on to it, turns his man, drives the ball in again to Glenn Campbell. Glenn Campbell running down, he's plenty of time. He shoots early. Pierce McLaughlin goes up, breaks it to Barry Porter. Barry Porter turns, shoots, and gets another point for Lifford. Good scoring there from Barry Porter. His first score of the game. So score now 3-2 to Lifford and no score to St. Eunans. Barry Porter's been having a great season, getting his first score in the game, coming at nice time. 3 goals, 2 points to Lifford, no score to St. Eunans of Letterkenny. 11 points to none. Kick out from Eugene Duffy, comes to the far wing. Michael O'Brien catches it well, drops it, drives it on down. Ball's coming for Shane Brennan, who's on, drives it in. Pierce McLaughlin, unlucky keeper, saves it in the line. Garrett McDermott coming, can he get a second goal? He'll take the point. So 3-3 now to Lifford, no score to St. Eunans. Garrett McDermott's second score as a goal and the point he's contributed. Things going Lifford's way at the moment. Michael O'Brien, Garrett McDermott well on top in the middle of the field. Ball kicked out comes Pierce McLaughlin, catches it well, solos, driving in looking for a goal, but keeper will let it run wide. Pierce could have had a point there, or even placed a better player for a goal. Pierce playing full forward, Barry Porter in the left corner, Shane Brennan in the right corner. Half forward line, Thomas Geller right half, Pierce Campbell in the middle, and Dermot Shields left half. Niall Harkin with the kick out. He's been busy man down there kicking the ball out. Again, Pierce McLaughlin gets it. Can he make better work off it this time? He's not getting much room. Lays the ball on the ground. Comes to no avail. Niall McGee out in front of his man again, driving the ball down. This time it's only to a St. Eunans defender. Niall McGee breaking it, but falling nicely for a forward, Larry Kenny. Mark McGee to Glenn Campbell. Down, Michael O'Brien up for it. Dermot Shields gets it onto Garrett McDermott. Plays it out wide for Michael O'Brien to run onto. He's still running, still has the ball. Picks it up this time and shoots the ball in and gone wide. Unlucky there again, two Lifford forwards colliding. But Lifford well on top now. Kick out from Eugene Duffy, who's switching wings with a referee kick out. Coming kicking. It's gone. Thomas Geller breaks it. But there's no one there to Geller. So referee's just pushing the back. So it'll be a free kick to St. Eunans to be taken by Niall Harkin. Kicking the ball down. Long down the field. Glenn Campbell coming out for it. Has left some space behind him. His brother Pierce on the ground fighting for the ball too. It's turned into a trick. The referee Bernard Devine does a wise thing and decides to have the ball. And the ball's going to be thrown in between Pierce Campbell and Brian McBurdy of St. Eunans. Pierce Campbell breaks it. Gathers it now, but picked it off the ground, and referee Bernard Devine seen that, so it's going to be a free to St. Eunans. Brian McBurdy placing the ball, leaving it. Lifford defence going to be tested now. Ball coming down, and Hart McGee's there again, playing very well. Hits it down to Garrett McDermott, playing it in. First time, will it fall for Pierce? No, Michael O'Brien turns, kicks, and that's a great score from Michael O'Brien. A great score from all 40 yards out. That's Michael O'Brien's second point of the game, both two long range points. He also takes the free kicks. So Lifford now 3-4 to no score. Kick out now coming, Mark McGee drives it on. Pierce McLaughlin didn't see it till late. And Barry Porter, he's fighting for it, picks it up, has it now, turns. Surely was fouled, but ball's cleared out. Going still no far distance out. Garrett McDermott jumping, losing, falling to Mark McGee. Kicks the ball down for Dermot Shields. Again drops to Michael O'Brien to his midfield partner, Garrett McDermott. Kicks it in. Going out, no, still in play. Barry Porter jumping and still running. Aaron Grimes kicks it out, only as far as Dermot Shields. So dodges his man, and a great run there from Dermot Shields. Great run. Very unlucky to lose the ball there. Ball still in there down that corner. Glenn Campbell joining the attack. Picks it up, finds Mark McGee. Taps it in to Garrett McDermott. Garrett McDermott driving in, finds Glenn Campbell, who's playing in the left corner forward position now, and him picked it left half back. And it's wide, so it'll be a kick out to St. Eunans. Shay Given relaxing here in the Lifford goal, as he hasn't been tested very often today, so he feels he can lie and rest. Taking things easy, as most of the Lifford defence has too. Thomas Gallagher now and Shane Brennan combining. Thomas Gallagher picks it up on the ground, and surely he's been fouled. Oh, Bernard Devine gives the ball the other way, strange enough. Must have thought Thomas picked the ball off the ground or was charging with his head. St. Eunans David Blake kicking. Ball Michael O'Brien over his head and over Al McKinney. Down to Jared Crawford doing well. Jared Crawford winning a free there. And giving it to Mark McGee to take the free kick. Mark McGee kicking the ball. A long kick down. Garrett McDermott running on. Taps it onto Pierce McLaughlin. Turning, shooting. It's between Barry Porter and Eugene Duffy. Eugene Duffy caught it well. Drives the ball out. Dermot Shields tipping it back. Not able to catch it. Ball cleared downfield between Mark McGee and Sammy Boggin. Sammy Boggin has it. Glenn Campbell's there too. Clears it on. Mel McKinney and Raymond Gallagher going with the ball. Falls to Ali Duffy. Mel McKinney out again and a line ball to St. Eunans. Ali Duffy taking the free line ball. Into Sean Kelly, catches it, but Raymond Gallagher's giving him no room to turn. Glenn Campbell clearing the ball out, looking for his brother Pierce. Aaron Grimes gathers it in the middle of the field. Down to Glenn Campbell again. Michael O'Brien, Garrett McDermott both running for it. Michael O'Brien running on. Garrett McDermott combining well with him. Unlucky not to get Aaron Grimes picking it up. Michael O'Brien and Aaron Grimes tussling there. And it's going to be a free kick to St. Eunans. Kick down long field over the head of Michael O'Brien. Art McGee clearing the ball out. Brian McBurdy gathers at Pierce Campbell, turns. Ball played out now to Glenn Campbell and Connor Crossan. Connor Crossan has trying to get round Glenn Campbell. He gets the ball and round him. Lyle McGee with Sammy Boggin. Sammy turning and shooting wide. Second chance they had, and second wide. Lifford with a big lead built up of 3-4 to no score. And things going very much their way so far. Haven't really been troubled on many occasions. Michael O'Brien, Garrett McDermott ruling the midfield. Shay Brennan next on. Al McKinney came, missed. Comes to Jared Crawford, who picks it up, Gallagher's well and clears the ball out well downfield. Thomas Gallagher running onto it. One of the newcomers in the team does well. Hooks the ball in, comes to Garrett McDermott. Comes again. Cleared downfield by David Blake. Here's Campbell, member of last year's winning team, driving the ball down. No one there. Pierce McLaughlin challenging, but it wasn't a good ball. Pierce Campbell still going to the ball, sticks the foot in, and will be free to St. Eunans. And this Lifford team mostly made up of last year's winning under 14 team. A few newcomers. Lifford fans made bad work there. That's played into Sammy Boggin, who's at time to chip it on. Shay Given races off his line, and full. Connor Crossan, just Shay Given, great run of his line to deny the forward a score, which he sent wide. And that was really the goalkeeper they had to thank there for coming out quick and seeing the danger. Shay coming ready to take this kick, looking for a short one with Garrett McDermott, deciding to place it. Places in the ball. Shay Given now with the kick, kicks it out, good ball. Nobody running back to it. And ball cleared in, going nowhere. Glenn Campbell has it well. Clears the ball downfield well. Michael O'Brien, well caught. And a lovely chip out in time to Dermot Shields. Well played. Dermot Shields nicely out. Garrett McDermott. Garrett McDermott running nowhere near him. Plays on the loose man. Dermot Shields. Too high in his head, unable to control it. Comes to Thomas Gallagher. No one there. Good shot from Thomas Gallagher. But keeper saves. And it'll be a free out to St. Eunans for fouling the goalkeeper. So St. Eunans coming to take the free. Eugene Duffy now taking it. St. Eunans now definitely a lot of problems. They're coming with the ball. Kick out Eugene Duffy. Picking out. Well turned. But Pierce McLaughlin and Shane Brennan both there. Pierce McLaughlin turning in, kicking in. Barry Porter's out in front. Gallagher's well. Turns, shoots. And that's another great score from Barry Porter. The second point of the game. Lifford now 3-5 to St. Eunans, no score. Lifford looking good now for a place in the divisional final. The other semi-final on tonight too, where Glen Swilly play Red Hughes, and the other semi-final, the winners will meet the winners of this. Well caught, Garrett McDermott chipping in quick, but Eugene Duffy read it well. Clears the ball out. Michael O'Brien missed it. Brian McBrady kicks it on. Niall McGee caught it well, but he wasn't able to get his kick in. Mark McGee letting his man running on. Jared Crawford running back. Kicks it in, but only as far as Ollie Duffy, who's down, picking it up. Kicks the ball on. Niall McGee comes out. Geller as well. Turns his man. Kicks the ball well downfield. Pierce Campbell, the smallest of the three men, but he was judged to have elbowed some of the St. Eunans players in the back, so that'll be free now to St. Eunans, who are coming more into this game now. Brian McBrady take this kick. Hits it. Good ball. Falls into Sean Kelly. Raymond Garrett doesn't give him an inch to turn. And they're still hustling for the ball. No one able to get Sean Kelly there. Raymond Garrett on his back. Has to hit an overhead kick. The only option. Mark McGee caught it well. Running now well outfield. Finding Garrett McDermott waiting for it. And that'll be half time now as Lifford lead 3-5 to St. Eunans, no score. And the team's taking possession again for the start of the second half. Team switched round now. Referee Bernard Devine checking everything is alright. And neither side seem to have made any changes. Garrett McDermott, Michael Bryan still in the middle of the field, where Shay Given makes a long walk back to the bottom nets. Michael Bryan broke the ball well, falls on. Pierce Campbell picks it up, drives the ball down, I'm sure, and it's cleared out. Now Glenn Campbell under it, coming off his chest, picked up by Sammy Boggin, turning, kicking the ball down long field. Raymond Gallagher intercepts it, clears it to Glenn Campbell, and Glenn's been fouled, and it's going to be a free up to Lifford. Lifford, who have got stern words there at half time from manager Desi McDermott, who'll be hoping that they can reproduce this. They're farming the first half and this half. He's seen instructing them and telling them to get stuck in and hopefully get a few more scores, looking for Dermot Yates. And referee Bernard Devine says a push in the back from, I think, Glenn Campbell, so it's going to be a free kick to St. Eunans. Eugene Duffy with the free kick. As St. Eunans begin now to come more into this game, but they don't really look like scoring either. Eugene Duffy kicking. Comes down along the ground. Garrett McDermott kicks it down, finds Barry Porter, dodges his man well on a solo run, punches out to Garrett McDermott again, and he finds Barry Porter again, running on to it, kicking, and unlucky to see that effort go wide. Very unlucky there from Barry Porter. First chance of the second half for Lifford falls to Barry Porter, and he sends it narrowly wide. Score still 3-5 to no score, Lifford. As a kick out by Niall Harkin, kicking out. Comes Thomas Garrett, caught it well. Kicks it in to Pierce McLaughlin, he's got time on his side, looking for Barry Porter. Turns his man well, picks up, shoots, and a great point. Another great point for Barry Porter, that's his third in this half, or in this game. And when Barry Porter's given room, he shows what he can do, hitting over a nice score like that. So Lifford now lead again 3-6 to no score, and Desi McDermott seeming happy with his side so far. Well encouraged on too by Benny Porter, who's team physio this year. And a strange kick from Eugene Duffy, but picks out one of his own team men. Dermot Shields down, looking for it. Eugene Duffy comes, touches around his man well. Pierce Campbell kicking down. Barry Porter again on space, starting to solo run at the defence. Running on, shooting, and unlucky to see it go wide. Shot just a little too early. Maybe could have placed it to a man in a better situation. Because Lifford coming again now for more scores in this half. They have a good lead built up. Michael O'Brien down giving instructions. Niall Harkin with the kick out as Michael O'Brien and Garrett McDermott try to rally things together again in the middle of the field. Ball kicked out. Dermot Shields caught well. Kicks it in now. First time. Pierce McLaughlin caught napping. Cleared out by Niall Harkin. Mark McGee caught it and lost it. Ball running back. Eunans forwards going now. It's Raymond Gallagher and Sean Kelly. A big tussle the first half. Eugene Duffy. Ollie Duffy getting a lot of space. Mel McKinney comes to close him down. Kicks the ball in where Niall McGee breaks it. Connor Crossan now running onto it. Has he time to pick it up? Ollie Duffy shooting into the square. Shay Given gathers it nicely. Clears it down the line. And Lifford now under some pressure here. Ball kicked in again to the square. Seemed to push in the back there on the Lifford defender. As Bernard Devine saw it too, so it'll be a free out. Glenn Campbell as Benny Porter races across the pitch now to the subs bench with water for some of the injured players. Hopefully it won't be needed. Shay Given coming now with the kick out. He's had a very quiet game, probably one of the quietest games he's ever had. He's even been able to afford to sit back on the line. Coming, kicking out. Coming, ball falls through. Aaron Grimes kicks it on. And Letterkenny winning the ball now in the middle of the field. A cross turned in. Shay Given's on hand to pick it up. Cleared out. And nicely cleared. He finds Garrett McDermott. Turns his man with his left foot. Kicks it on. Pierce Campbell lets it run on. But it comes to David Blake. Letterkenny left half back. Well caught by Glenn Campbell. Left half back. Kicking the ball out. Comes as far as Michael O'Brien, who knocks it on to Thomas Gallagher. Thomas Gallagher picking the ball up well, not getting much room, trying to find Michael O'Brien. Ball cleared out, but Pierce Campbell's there. And he finds Mark McGee running from the centre half back position. Mark McGee time to pick it up. And he can't get his kick, but he was blocked, so it'll be a free. 2 Lifford and 2 Mark McGee. Mark McGee with his long kick to send the ball deep into the forward line. Kicking now, I think that's the instructions Desi McDermott has given them. Picks out Garrett McDermott. Garrett driving it in. Dangerous looking ball, but caught well by fullback. Here's how Eugene Duffy's on hand again, and he's been playing nice football at right corner back. Mark McGee, Niall McGee, and Glenn Campbell all running. Sammy Boggin on the ball. The ginger haired right half forward. Mel McKinney's there, breaks it, but it falls to number 14 for St Eunans, who comes soloing at the defence. Raymond Gallagher commits himself, and number 14 still on the ball, shoots in, but there's no real danger for Shay Given as he's time to pick the ball up and clear it out, but again only as far as a Letterkenny forward. He kicks in and gets the first score of the game for St Eunans as Lifford lead 3-6 to St Eunans 1 point. Maybe there's going to be a second half revival from St Eunans, but Lifford now still with the lead, and things going a little bit not the way they'd rather have at this stage. Eunans must have been giving stern words there at half time to told to get stuck into this match, and are coming a little more into it, but that's only the first score. Shay Given now places the ball for a kick out. He's been kicking out well so far, and our good kick. Garrett McDermott's up for it, drops it, falls to his midfield partner Michael O'Brien, drives it down. Dermot Shields, he picks it up nicely. Gathers, turns a nice right footed ball to Glenn Campbell. Glenn Campbell picking it up, dodging his man well. Michael O'Brien looking for the ball, sends it in, Garrett McDermott, Sarah and Aaron Grimes. Michael O'Brien's got onto that end of it, picks it up, kicks in, looking for Pierce McLaughlin and finding him, but he drops the ball. And goalkeeper Jason McDade gathers cleanly and drives out as far as Garrett McDermott. Chance to score here. Kicks the ball up, and it's gone to the net. So, easy scoring now for some of these Lifford men. That's Garrett McDermott's second goal and a point he scored from midfield. So, the score 4-6 to Lifford. A point to St Eunans. Kick out by Eugene Duffy, going through to Aaron Grimes. Kicks it downfield. McKinney judges it nicely. Clears the ball out long field. Looking Thomas Gallagher jumps, breaks it. It's cleared across the field by David Blake, pushing the back there from Connor Crossan, and Glenn Campbell gets away. Connor Crossan and up a little forward, but kicks it straight to Mel McKinney, who kicks it down long field to Pierce Campbell, letting it run on. Brian McBurty's under it, and it's going to, as a push in the back from Michael Bryan, so it'll be a free up to St Eunans. Brian McBurty, centre half back, take the free. Kicks the ball down, comes as far as Glenn Campbell, turns his man nicely, kicks it down long field. Comes Dermot Shields well on, and a good ball through from Pierce Campbell, ground style, kicked out by David Blake, and it'll be a line ball to Lifford. Jesse McDermott urging his team on from the sideline, and looks like he'll be making a change maybe. Michael Bryan to take this line ball, and he kicks it long, good ball. Pierce McLaughlin, the fullback, and comes to Brian McBurty, who's lying out here all this, dodging it well around Michael Bryan. Michael Bryan giving him some abuse there, so it's going to be a free now to St Eunans. So Lifford well in the lead, 4-6 to 1 point. Brian McBurty with the kick down long field. Glenn Campbell out nicely in front. Falls now to Dermot Shields. Kicks it into Garrett McDermott. Didn't get time to pick it up. Loses it. But still, danger's not cleared. Thomas Gallagher with a pile driver, unlucky. Goalkeeper Jason McDade saw it lit, did well. Pierce McLaughlin solos, shoots, taps over, and that's another score for Lifford. And Pierce now showing the signs he showed last year at full forward. And the kick out, from Niall Hargan. Mark McGee picking, losing. Brian McBurty clearing downfield to Sammy Boggin, going in a solo run. Taps it in nicely to Ali Duffy, who's going soloing through now, shooting, but Raymond Gallagher's onto the danger, as is Sean Kelly, the full forward. Raymond Gallagher giving him no room, taps over his head to Sammy Boggin, kicking, blocked by Raymond Gallagher, and now cleared out. So, pushing it back from Michael O'Brien, and a free to St Eunans. So, there's a change being made. Yes, a change being made in the Lifford team. Paul Devine coming onto the Lifford team, and don't know yet who's gone off. He seems he's going into the forward line. It looks to be Shane Brennan who's gone off. Paul Devine going in right corner forward. No, there's Shane Brennan. So Shane Brennan's been brought back to defence. As Lifford have reshuffled. Niall McGee seems to have gone off. Shane Brennan kicking down. Michael O'Brien catching, driving the ball down long field. Barry Porter and Eugene Duffy. Eugene Duffy kicks it well. Mark McGee unlucky to lose it. As number 7, Darren Crossan kicking down. Raymond Gallagher breaks it nicely. But to the hands of Ballybofey. Blocked it again. Well done, Shane Brennan and Sean Kelly, the big full forward. Coming now to Ballybofey, Mel McKinney there. Raymond Gallagher there. Well blocked again, Raymond Gallagher. And he's won a free out. So Mel McKinney setting the ball and leaving it for Shay Given to take the kick. As Lifford defence coping well there. Shay Given setting up. Kicking, he'll be looking for Michael O'Brien or Garrett McDermott. Then Campbell up for it. Falls to Michael O'Brien now. And he turns a nice kick down long field. Dermot Shields unlucky not to get onto that. An overhead kick. Glenn Campbell well up. Well played, Glenn Campbell. And he punches the ball on to Garrett McDermott. And he spots Dermot Shields unmarked. Nice ball. Dermot Shields again into Glenn Campbell unmarked. Glenn Campbell bouncing. And he's still going through. Has the ball still. Looks up. Shoots. And it's going dangerously into the square. Pierce McLaughlin and Barry Porter both, I think, in the square. So it'll be a free out to St. Eunans. Eugene Duffy to take the kick. As he comes now, kicking down, but Pierce McLaughlin's there. Has your time to turn. Kicked in by some of the other forwards. Barry Porter coming in to cover the goalkeeper. Dermot Shields caught over the head, but he judged to have pushed the right half back in the back, so it's going to be a free up to St. Eunans. And the kick now coming as far as Glenn Campbell, and he's playing very well here today at left half back. Glenn Campbell kicking it on to Michael O'Brien, who's having a good game too. Drives down to Dermot Shields. Caught the ball while running on. He has really much room here to pick it up. Does well. Gets down to Barry Porter. He's got space. Turns. Eugene Duffy well. Still running, but he's been held off the ball. He's still going. And unlucky there, Barry Porter not to have a free. And the ball went out as a Eunans defender, which will be a 50 to Lifford. A 35-metre kick at under 14 level. Michael O'Brien, who scored a lot this season from dead balls, getting the chance now to get another one. And Desi McDermott running to his players to stay out of the square, which has been caught in on numerous occasions so far. Michael O'Brien kicking the ball, kicking nicely into the square. No one there for it. Eugene Duffy clears it out. Garrett McDermott turns and gets it. He's time to place a forward. Kicks the ball into the square. Pierce McLaughlin's up. And he was... As we're free in for Lifford for pushing the back on Pierce McLaughlin. And the free kick being taken by Garrett McDermott. Lifford players all out. The line covered with Eunans defenders. Garrett McDermott taps it over. Unlucky not to have a goal there, perhaps, but gets the point, which was good enough now as Lifford lead 4-6, 4-7 to St. Eunans 1 point. And this is probably one of Lifford's better games this season. Forwards really getting in the scoring act as Desi McDermott makes his second substitution, bringing off Thomas Gallagher, and into the side comes Michael Brennan at right half forward. Thomas Gallagher played quite well up until now. Michael O'Brien coming again for the ball, pushes his man off, tries in a long kick. Pierce McLaughlin coming up, but well caught by Niall Harkin, fullback. Kicks the ball out. Glenn Campbell there, Sammy Boggin. But it's going to go out for a... No, it's kept in play. It's gone out now for a line ball to Lifford, with Shane Brennan placing the kick. And stepping back now to take the kick. Shane Brennan, long kick downfield, Michael Bryan catching well. Aaron Grimes clears Mark McGee's there. He had a great first half. Kicks it down, but straight to David Blake. Eunans defender clearing out. Glenn Campbell taps it on to Shane Brennan, who won a free, so it's going to be a free out to be taken by Shane Brennan for Lifford. Ball coming as far as Brian McBurdy of St Eunans. Kicks it out now for another line ball to Lifford. Lifford come well into this game now. Shane Brennan now about to take this kick. Desi McDermott getting ready to make another substitution. Michael Bryan catching well, turning, taps it in, and the ball was out. So out here before Michael Bryan got it, I think. So it's going to be a line ball now to Students. Desi McDermott warming up the last of his 3 subs. And really it's been a very good performance so far from Lifford. No, it's a free kick. Ball's caught. Garrett McDermott caught it well. Drove it down long into Barry Porter with a lot of space to do something. Turns his man well. Punches off nicely to Garrett McDermott, who's running on. Chips it in, but straight to Niall Harkin, fullback, and that's a missed opportunity. Flicked on nicely to Aaron Greenough, well intercepted Mark McGee. Dan Campbell coming more onto the game now again to Mark McGee, down to Michael Brennan, turns nicely, but there was no one there to meet it, so it's cleared out by the St Eunans defence, where the ball's caught now in the middle of the field. Running on to it, Mel McKinney running into it, won the challenge well, but left spaces back as St Eunans come again. Jared Crawford has well got it onto his right side. Kicks the ball down well. Michael Brennan pushing in the back, and a free down to St Eunans. As St Eunans take the free quickly. Garrett McDermott not giving them much time. He goes back and picks it up. Clears it down the field. Down to Michael Brennan. Michael O'Brien's there, picks it up. And he plays off a good ball to left half back Glenn Campbell. Again to Michael O'Brien. And plays a ball well out in space to Dermot Shields. Judges it nicely, turns his man well, and still with the ball, very skillful player, finding Glenn Campbell, and he's got a free kick at last. Lifford now well on top again, defence well on top, midfield and the forwards coming well into it. And the last of the Lifford subs now coming on. Dermot Shields coming off and Michael Keeney coming on. Michael O'Brien, good ball in. Fumbled by the defence. Pierce Campbell has a go. And still there. Still picking it up, taps it in. Barry Porter out in front, turns. Oh, and a great goal from Barry Porter. A well architected goal. Nicely taken as Lifford 5-7 to 1 point lead, and really they've run away with this game now in the end. A great goal from Barry Porter as Michael Keeney running back to mark his man. Kick out's taken and St Eunans have won this one. Mark McGee half blocked the kick. He's still running back. Ball's going back. Shane Brennan's there with it. Turns it out well. Mel McKinney's time to pick it up. Punch it over his head to Jared Crawford. Jared Crawford kicks it down nicely. Finds Garrett McDermott well. He's time to pick it up. Unlucky to lose it. First touch let him down, so it's going to be a line ball to St Eunans. But ball comes to Garrett. No, it's another line ball to St Eunans. Referee saying Garrett McDermott wasn't the distance from the ball. Eunans to take this line ball. As Shay Given is coming outfield. And Shane Brennan looks to be going into nets. Ball coming, Garrett McDermott won it again. Kicks it down, Shay Given with the jersey half on, running after it. Paul Devine running too. Garrett McDermott's there again. Glenn Campbell's waiting. He finds him. And North chance for attack for Lifford. Glenn Campbell coming again. Over the head to Michael O'Brien. Caught well. Running at the defence again. What he likes to do. Running again. Can he get a nice score from here? Still going. And he's a chance. He looks up. Taps it. And no, it's gone wide. Unlucky there for Michael O'Brien. And Lifford coping well with anything the Eunans have thrown at them. Defence has kept well on top of anything they've had to deal with. Midfield has completely dominated, and the forwards, particularly the full forward line, Barry Porter, Pierce McLaughlin, have been having great games. Pierce Campbell too, and it's a free kick to Lifford, where it's Michael Brennan won for pushing the back on Michael Brown to take the free kick. Glenn Campbell, Thomas Gallagher, Pierce Campbell and Dermot Shields all played their part too. Which Michael Brown taking the free, drives it long, good kick, and unlucky to see it go wide. But there's not much time left now, time must be running out, so Lifford are closer to a place in the divisional final. Kick out now, Niall Harkin kicks it poorly out, well gathered by Michael Brennan, driving it in nicely. Barry Porter fists off the crossbar, very unlucky, really latching onto it. Cleared out downfield, Shane Brennan going. And a great ball played in there from Michael Brennan. Mel McKinney running along with Glenn Campbell. He's time to pick it up. He does, loses at the second attempt. Mark McGee going back, still the ball's back there. Jared Crawford running. Eunans now beginning to open up things a little at the back. They do. Ollie Duffy and Mel McKinney, and it'll be a free in to St Eunans. Maybe a hot ball would be a better decision, but Shane Brennan gets it and clears it out as far as Garrett McDermott. Aaron Grimes has the ball. Pass it back to Sammy Bogan, who kicks the ball now. Down to Mark McGee has it. Turns, comes out, soloing out of defence, finds Michael O'Brien, lets it run on. Still has time to pick it up, does so. Taps it out nicely to Michael Brennan. Good ball. Michael Brennan, who's not a good running since he come on. Taps on again for Michael O'Brien. Too far in front of him. Glenn Campbell nicely out in front. And he got a kick in the foot. Looks like a kick in the ankle. So it'll be a free kick into St Eunans from whatever time. Players, name's Benny Porter coming on with the water. Desi McDermott coming in to view the situation of this left half back, who's played a great game so far. The entire defence has played well as a unit. Full back line of Mel McKinney, Ewan Gallagher and Niall McGee and later Shane Brennan have held out well, having given the full forward line any room, as have Jared Crawford, Mark McGee and Glenn Campbell. Defence has joined the attack too on numerous occasions. Glenn Campbell, players enjoying a drink of the water, seems to be getting his attention. And it's going to be a hot ball between Glenn Campbell and Brian McBurdy. Or Pierce Campbell. Glenn Campbell back on his feet again. Ball's hot now. Pierce Campbell lets it go on for Michael Brennan, who's played very well since he's come on. Pierce McLaughlin flicks it on too quick. Ball still there. Pearson McLaughlin running out for it. It's time to pick it up. Does so. Turns nicely. And oh, unlucky. Didn't take much time with the kick, but he had a nice time. He had time to turn and shoot. Eugene Duffy with the kick. Surely going to be one of the last kicks of the game. Lifford now led 5-7 to a point. And Raymond Gallagher and Shay Given both standing, taking things easy back there. And it's all over as Lifford are placed in the divisional final and a score of 5-7 to St Eunan's 1 point. And the Lifford players will be happy now. Some will probably stay and watch the other semi-final of Glen Swilly and Red Hughes to see who will meet them in the divisional final. Benny Porter and Desi McDermott are congratulating the players as they get water after that tiring game. But they've played very well and can look forward to the divisional final now with some confidence as the Eastern Divisional title gets nearer. And Desi McDermott, Benny Porter can feel happy that this team is taking shape now after last year's team who won the county final. This team looked to be able to follow their steps as Declan Keeney is getting a team photograph. And that's certainly a good day for the Lifford team. And that seems to be it for Lifford for today as Glen Swilly and Red Hughes take the field for this other semi-final.